Getting up from my seat, I decide to head back outside for some fresh air, sipping my fairy kiss chiller as I go. I can never say that. I head out. I head out the door and onto a busy main street. I already know my plans for tonight, but I still got some. Jesus. I still got some time to spare to kill before then. What should I do? What I like about this game is you can go to tons of different places and you meet a few extra side characters, or you can just go to your den or thing. Let's go to Oriental Bay and see who this is. It's not far from where I am to a beach, so I decide to head down. Passing through the city streets, I recognise some of this area from my first day here, when I was running away from the Skyport guard.
Whew. Glad that guard chased me in this direction, or I'd have never found the Bell House.
And really, that's been the highlight of Wellington so far. When I get down to a beach, I take a moment to enjoy the salty sea air. From this level, it's impossible to tell where the ocean ends and where the open sky begins. I always forget this is a sky island. I can see the skyport from where I am, with a few older ships anchored in the harbour close by. While I'm admiring the view, a worried-looking lady comes up and waves for my attention.
Hi, I'm looking for my son. He's about this tall and wearing a red sweater. His name's Tommy. Have you seen him?
Nope. I haven't seen anyone like that. I just got here.
Okay, thanks.
But I hope everyone's enjoying Jingle Jam. So far it's been really cool. I haven't caught a lot of streams live, apart from like a few odd ones. I was watching, I can't remember the name, a Mario Kart one yesterday. They seem to be having fun. 98 courses on 50cc. No thank you. But we'll do whatever in the name of charity. Although it did kind of make me want to play a Mario Kart. So, should maybe. Some of these streamers are nuts. Yeah. Yeah. I struggle to stream for as long as I do, which is usually like 6 to 8 hours at most. I mean, I've been going for 3 hours and I'm sort of starting to get groggy, but like Titan was doing 12 hours. I saw one that's doing like a streamathon. It's basically all day, every day. And then I was looking at the schedules of some of them, and they're streaming every day for like some of them like 5 hours a day at least. I'm like, how? How are you alive at the end of this week? I usually only stream for 3 hours, at most 4 a week. Yeah. At most 4 times a week. Yeah. That's usually what I do. Sort of. I do about 5 hours. Sometimes a bit more depending on the game. Because I play a lot of strategy games or a lot of storytelling games. I play for long times. Probably about 3 times a week. Sometimes not at all for weeks on end. Like last month, I didn't stream at all. It was a nice little month off, but I missed streaming. Like, just even the quieter streams where it's just yourself playing the game, it's fun because you can talk about the games and not seem like an absolute weirdo talking to yourself. Hey Savvy, I've seen you've been dropping into everyone's streams lately. Every time I drop into someone's stream, Sabby has either been in the stream or appears. You've just been appearing here, there, and everywhere. Right. Yeah. Same with Anki. Anki's been popping up here and everywhere as well. I was saying to someone earlier, it feels like this year, everyone, like fundraiser side, everyone is a lot more together and people are interacting a lot more. At least I feel like people are interacting a lot more. A lot more people are raiding each other or just popping in and saying hi and stuff like that. The woman walks away in a hurry, looking right and left as she goes to ask someone else.
Humans sure
And
do have
yeah,
it rough.
I've been hopping around quite a bit. I hop into a stream or two every like 5 minutes. Basically when I'm not streaming. Because I'm like, I'll push up their views for a few minutes whilst I'm not doing anything else. I was doing a bit of writing yesterday, and just any time I got sick of writing, I'd change a stream. I got through like 10 streams yesterday. It's nice to have that sense of community, especially around the same causes. Especially around the multiple causes though as well. Like, I like how connected Calm is. Calm seemed to be very sort of, let's help each other, push each other up, and I like that. I like that a lot. But it's like Michael mentioned this. Michael and Imi, the Calm representatives, mentioned this in the sort of talk we had before streaming. And they said, it's nice, what's nice about Jingle Jam is that the causes share the limelight, and there's a massive emphasis on pushing forward other causes, not just your own. And that is really good. That's something that I try to do a lot. Featuring, like, I've got Macau on Sunday, V Sabina, they're both streaming different games. I just try and, like, it's nice how many people are pushing other people forward and be like, check out this person, or check out this person, and check out this cause. It's nice. It feels a lot, I don't know if it's just me and because I'm not working, but it's a lot chiller this year as well, I found. But yeah. Since they can't smell or even hear most things, it's a wonder they don't get lost more often. I amble along the waterfront. Pardon me. Don't know what's happened to me all of a sudden. I amble along the waterfront, watching all the people as I go. Like Cuba Street, there's a lot going on. Under a nearby bridge, a group of 3 mermaids are racing each other. Close to a bridge are a bunch of people fishing, with a stressed looking guy running back and forth between them. Next to a boarded up market stall and some big crates, I noticed something weird. I need to get a job where I can take the first 2 weeks of December off. Oh my god, Hetty J! Hi! Hi, and 19 other raiders. Oh my god, thank you. 2 raids in one stream, thank you so much. And thank you, Ricky FPS, for following me as well. We're just playing a little chill game, just chatting, cool vibes from everyone. And thank you, Hetty, for the follow as well. Cool, chill vibes, thanking a lot of the other fundraisers. We're pushing forward positivity and pointing out that Savvy seems to be in a lot of streamers' chats this week as well. Love to see someone also spotting Calm in Jingle Jam. Thank you. Yeah, Calm is something that's very close to me. I won't get into too much detail, but it's all these causes this year. It was very hard. I always tried to pick one. I think last year I chose to just support them all. But thank you so much, everyone. It's been a busy stream today. We've had a raid from Julia. We've had raid from Hetty. Thank you for talking about my VTuber as well. It's a very basic one, just temporarily. I just wanted something. I didn't want just a plain screen. But simple, nice is more than enough for me. So thank you for a compliment as well. And like Hetty mentioned, this is all in support of Calm. Campaign Against Living Miserably. An amazing charity. We've already raised more this year than I did last year, which is amazing. And it's chill. Today's been very chill. I know I keep saying that, but it's true. I just can't stop talking about how great it's been this year. So many people supporting each other. And it's weird that you came in just as we were talking about that as well. So thank you. And I will be sure to share a love when I can. But let's carry on. I keep getting distracted. Every time we get to a new scene, someone else comes and says hi. There's a fabled with a big flower on her head that spins like a propeller. They're using it to drift in a small circle above something near crates. I have to check it out, of course. Nobody else pays any attention. I wander over and take a look. The fabled stops spinning as I approach and gives me a helpless look, but doesn't say anything. On the other side of the crates, out of sight from the path, is a little boy sitting on the ground, with his back to one of the wooden boxes.
Are you Tommy?
Screen shake. The kid jumps, totally surprised. Oops. He scrambles up and looks at me with wide eyes.
How'd you know?
And for the raiders coming in, this is Please Be Happy. It's a game that I've played for 3 Jingle Jams in a row. First year was demo, second year I did the first 5 chapters. This year I'm doing the whole game again because save games disappeared. My fault, but I enjoy the game, so I'm not bothered. It's a visual novel with some beautiful art, some beautiful music, which you probably won't hear much over me speaking, but beautiful music, and it's an LGBT game, which is something that I always want to put a spotlight on. It's very chill, very calm, which kind of suits what I've been going for this year. Much more chill than yesterday. I gotta go now. I'm making pizza. Good luck with fundraising and have a great stream. Thank you, Julia. Thank you. If you're streaming tomorrow, I'll be sure to drop in as well and say hi. If not, I will see you when I see you. I'm sure I will see you in the fundraising chat on Discord. Enjoy your pizza. I had pizza yesterday. I had garlic sausage. I kind of wish I got a spicy pizza now, thinking about it, but It was that or whatever I had in the freezer. See you later, Julia. Thank you for dropping in. And thank you so much for that raid as well. You and Hetty have made this. You, Hetty, and Meek from earlier have made this stream amazing. So thank you so much. And Savvy for dropping in as well, if you're still around. Yeah. It's just been so fun this year. I can't stop smiling. You lot have really made today's stream amazing. Thank you. It started off on such a down note with the save game missing. So thank you. Let's carry on. I keep getting distracted.
Your mom's looking for you. She seemed pretty worried.
Oh, and something I missed when talking about this game. Some great voice actors as well. I don't know the names of them, but Miho especially and Aspen are amazing voice actors. As with Juliet, who we have met, but we will actually be introduced to soon. Some amazing voice actors. His expression goes from surprised to sullen real quick.
I don't care. I don't want to go with you.
Why not? Why are you over here instead?
'Cause I'm hiding.
Oh, bless him. Nacho PE, I see you really like Love High. Great taste, yes. I absolutely adore Love High. Actually, one thing I'm going to quickly do is point out how much I absolutely love it. Actually, I know exactly how I can do this. Let's quickly. I'm more of a Muse fan. Which is your favourite group? Muse has to be my highest. Followed, I haven't watched Superstar yet, but followed by Aqua. Weirdly enough, actually. Which is weird because Sunshine, to me at least, wasn't it's not my favourite season or series of it. Where is it? Media files. I have to scroll to when I was in Japan. I found some of the stuff. I actually have gotta say I haven't watched, but one of my greatest friends has, and he absolutely loved it. I got into it round about when Muse finished, which was, well, round about when Aqua started, so not long after Muse finished, and that was so sad for me because I ended up loving Muse so much. But this is how much I absolutely love the series. Where is the thing that I want? To a point that okay, this doesn't want to load. To a point that when I was in Japan, oh god, and I clicked up two wrong things. found it thanks to your wish list. Where's that from? I found a better way to do it. I have this, which I bought in Japan, and it's a signed piece of art signed by all the members of Muse, and it is to this day my prized possession. I'm going to lurk for now since I need to clean up my stream mess. Lovely to see another fellow Yogs fan. Yeah, it's signed by all 9 members. I can get why it's your most prized possession. Damn. I think there's 100 of them, and I found this in a pre-owned anime merch shop in Japan. I'll echo Nacha. Take care. Good luck. And I hope you enjoy the rest of Jingle Jam, whether you're streaming more, whatever you end up doing. I hope you enjoy. But yeah, I found it. It was about £100 and something, and I walked around Akihabara for 2 hours trying to decide whether I wanted to buy it. Eventually went back, bought it, and I will never complain about buying it. My partner was very concerned when I said that I spent £100 and something on something, and then I found out what it was, and that's great. And she was like, "Oh, okay, I understand why now." But another reason why I like it so much as well is that my 2 favourite characters from it. Lucky you, I would love to visit Akihabara. My partner absolutely despises Tokyo. She lived in Japan for a year studying, and the 2 times she went to Tokyo, absolutely hated it. I loved it. Minus Shibuya being very busy. Bearing in mind I went during Golden Week, so obviously it's going to be even busier. Minus that, I loved it. Akihabara was a lot quieter than I thought it was going to be. Train to and from Akihabara to where I was staying, much quieter than I was expecting. If you ever get a chance to go, definitely do it. And if you end up loving Love Live, or if you go with your friend that loves Love Live, I didn't get the chance to, but very near to Akihabara is the shrine where the Love Live series is based on. Well, where Muse is based on. Kanda Shrine, and it's an amazing place to go if you're a fan of the series. Get photos. They even have, I can't remember the actual name of them, those little wish boards that you get at a shrine. I don't know if they still do them now. There'll probably still be some hung up there though. And they have Love Live ones with the Love Live characters. Some people go there, draw characters on them as well. Good thing I have plenty of time left till I get the money to go. And you can go to Tokyo Dome, which was featured in the series as well. But Kanda Shrine, very nice. I've seen photos of it. I didn't get a chance to go myself, unfortunately. But definitely going to be on my list of places to go when I'm next in Tokyo. But as I was saying, why this is literally gonna be my favourite thing forever, for a long time, at least until I have kids, is because my two favourite members is Nozomi, aka Aina, and Rin, who's Riho Ida, and their two signatures. I don't know if you can see on the picture, but their two signatures are the ones that are like perfectly easy to see. And you can get this quite easily. There's a surprising amount of people selling it, but it's like 100 or 1,000 of them exist. And yeah, as you can tell, I ran. Yeah, the two signatures in the grass. They're like, well, Nozomi's my partner's favourite character, Rin's my favourite character. It works perfectly. But yeah. But simple answer to your question from earlier, yeah, I absolutely adore Love Live. Yeah, it's my go-to series. Whenever I feel down, I watch either Love Live or Toradora. Toradora is always... I watch it every year at Christmas, without fail. I think the only time I haven't watched it was last year, and that was because I was very busy with work. But, yeah. If you can't tell, I ramble a lot about stuff that really interests me. Before you lot joined, me and Juliet, mostly me, I was just rambling about, thank you for a follow as well. Thank you. This is my highest performing year. Thank you so much. Oh my god, Hetty, thank you for a donation. Pretty nice they make... Oh wait, wrong person. Thank you, Hetty. Not much since I am broke after my own one, but still wanted to drop some money here. Thank you so much, Hetty. I don't know if you can hear us, or I'm sure someone will mention it. Thank you so much. So we're at £80 this year. That is £30 more than last year. Oh my god, thank you. And thank you so much. Oh my god. Oh, you don't worry. I'm gonna try and drop into as many streams as possible, so I'll be sure to drop into Hetty's next time I get a chance. So I'll be sure to thank him myself. Oh god. Whew, this has been a busy year. Right. Back to a game, shall we? I'm looking forward to seeing you there, thank you. Right. I need to close a few tabs and then we will carry on. Whew. Right. Right, let's carry on. I'm just overwhelmed now. I'm very warm. Alright, his expression goes from surprise to sullen real quick. We ask why he's hiding. Blah blah blah.
Oh. Okay. It's a pretty crummy hiding spot. I mean, it's
totally open on 3 sides. I don't say that, but instead I look up at the fabled floating overhead. It looks almost as glum as Tommy.
Who's that?
That's Jerby! You mean you can see him?
I can. Is that weird?
Mom and Dad can't see him. They think I'm just making him up. He doesn't talk, but he's real.
My character is also kind of loosely based off Miho as well, which is a nice little extra bit for this game. This game's a massive. This game and Life is Strange are a massive part of my streams and why I'm here. So it's always nice to play this game again for Love Live. Oh yeah, what am I saying? Got Love Live on the brain. You broke my brain. Just getting me to talk about Love Live. If you ever wanna throw me off my groove, just ask me about one of my like focuses. So Life is Strange, Love Live, or something similar. Right. Jerby waves from up high.
He kinda gave away your hiding spot. I saw him from the road.
There's little stars in his eyes that I just noticed.
Mom can't see him, and that's all that matters.
Why are you hiding from her?
'Cause
Tommy sits back down and scratches at the dirt with a rock. Guess he doesn't want to talk about it. I'm always glad to end a conversation.
Well, good luck.
I start to walk away. He doesn't seem like he's in any danger, and I don't want to get blamed for him hiding in the first place.
hey, wait a minute.
I turn around. He's already standing up again.
Are you gonna go tell her where I am?
Before I can answer, his eyes get huge again.
Tommy, there you are.
I have to turn around again. This time, it's a woman from before. She's already flying past me and over to Tom.
Are you okay? What were you doing? Don't you ever run off like that again. Oh, I'm just glad you're safe though.
Her voice goes up and down between relieved and angry. She has Tommy in a tight hug, but he's just staring forward grumpily. Jerby is flying in distressed circles again. Finally, the lady turns to me.
You found him, right? Thank you so much. I was so worried.
No problem.
I didn't really do anything. I did find him, but so did she. Guess she's not thinking about it much.
Come on, Tommy, let's go home. We'll talk about this there. No, I'm not going. That's not home.
My ears flinch as he yells. He stamps his foot on the ground to make a point.
Tommy, sweetie. Home is where it's you, me, and Dad, not that apartment.
Second, just saw a notification and got confused. My computer's been acting weirdly today. I'm not going to complain. As long as my stream is working, I'm happy. Right, there we go.
That's still your home too, but this, it's like your second home now. No, it isn't! Not without you, it's not! Do you and Dad really
Tommy, who was already sniffling, can't keep from breaking down and crying as he throws his arms around his mum and hugs her back.
I don't
Cute.
want you to go!
I get the impression that I should probably leave. Normally I'm happy to be nosy and listen in on things, but right now seems kind of awkward. Neither of the humans notice me leave, but Jerby your Fable sadly waves goodbye as I head off. I wonder what makes him stick around. I've never seen a Fabled like him before. Not being able to be seen by certain people sure sounds useful, though. I don't have to go far before the sounds of Tommy and his mum talking are drowned out by the noise of the waterfront. I easily fit into a crowd milling about. Being able to live a life that no one notices is close enough to being invisible. I'm pretty lucky that I don't ever have to have those kinds of tearful conversations or panic about someone missing. No, being part of the crowd is just perfect for me. I stand at the concrete and admire the ocean until I've had my fill, and then I start wandering again. And before we continue, actually, I want to talk about about fundraiser. £100 is my first goal, in which unwillingly I will play a horror game. I haven't decided which yet. I love watching horror games, I love watching horror movies. Playing horror games terrifies me. But I want to do it for charity. I was going to do it for Halloween. But my computer just didn't want to behave. So if we get to 100... 100 plus is willing. 100 plus is I've been paid. Basically. In case you play... yeah. Yeah, if I'm playing a horror game and we haven't reached £100, definitely, at least make everyone in the Discord aware that something might be wrong. Make others aware, at least. Yeah, I love watching horror games. I love watching horror movies. I have, I think, both of the Outlasts, bunch of Amnesias, the Amnesia ones, which, to be fair, I got Amnesia from the bundle, from the Jingle Jam a few years back. I just have never touched it. So, and we're closer than ever. If it gets to... Have you played Visage? No, I haven't. I've seen... Which one's that? This one. Oh, yeah, I know about this. I know of this. Explore a mysterious, ever-changing house in slow-paced, atmospheric world that combines both uncannily comforting and horrifyingly realistic environments, and enjoy a generally terrifying experience. It looks so... like... I see what they mean by realistic. Because the first... Ow. I just whacked my hand on my mic. Like, at first... first bit there... what? I've lost it now. This one... This just looks real to me. Like, that looks like a photograph. I don't know if it's like... That's how it works. Bonked mic. Like, I don't know if some of it is real. I'm guessing that video is real, but that looked exactly real to me. I was thinking of keeping with like the coffee shop themes. So this has a coffee shop in. I was thinking about possibly playing Coffee Talk. I was thinking of maybe playing Last Shift. Was one of the oh wait, no, is it Late Shift? It's not that one. Oh, Closing Shift. This one. I was thinking of maybe playing this one because it's only $4.99 and set in a coffee shop. And so it kind of keeps the theme that I've been going for. Chillers Art, they make a bunch of games similar to this. I think they're the people that made that Firewatch horror one. I'm not sure. Release date. Oh no, maybe it's not. Maybe not, but there's a bunch of similar ones that they've made. So there's a good chance that you might have seen someone play one of these. They were very popular, I think, this year or last year. They became very popular with streamers and YouTubers. I know a VTuber I watch played Closing Shift, but the coffee part annoyed me because they didn't like. It's a personal thing, and I understand why people wouldn't know how to make coffee drinks, but them doing the coffee making annoyed me, and I just couldn't watch anymore. I love them, but it's just things like that. I'm like, no, I can't watch. It's like when you touch something gets like weird and you don't like the texture of it. It's that sort of feeling. I got that from it. But there's also, I don't know why I'm bothering doing that. Not for Broadcast, which isn't a horror game in itself, but it does have a Halloween DLC. I feel like that might be a good one to get us into a horror film. I know, to be fair, this game isn't a horror game. It has a few jump scares, but yeah, so if you're not aware of Not for Broadcast, it's a really cool kind of game. Very original. Where it uses real life IRL footage and you're cutting it together, and how you cut it changes how how things happen. Yeah, you're one of the people that like choose the cameras for a live show, and how you censor it and how you cut it and what adverts you choose to show during the breaks changes how the story happens, and it affects the whole country and the whole world. It seems very difficult, but it does a sort of please be no not please papers please type thing of making it slightly different each time you're doing it, but it doesn't do it too much to a point that it's ridiculously hard. And they did I don't know if it's here, but they did no, it's not. They did a COVID type thing where they were halfway through doing the second episode of the game, and COVID hit, so they had to change it up because they wanted to get something out. And basically, in that universe, instead of the pandemic happening, a toy went rogue and was killing people. And that was like really goofy, but quite funny. But it is really interesting, and also it has like a outside of the office type bit where you interact with your family through like a text type thing. And yeah, it's an amazing game. Well, I hope you enjoyed your little time here, and just Willow, Willow Ash, one of the two. Yeah, Willow's what sort of most people go for. Or if you're Fionn, Willow Wash Tree. I was for a while. It's been a pleasure as well. Thank you for joining, and thank you for being part of the raid that came in from Hattie. Oh, Hetty, sorry. Thank you. You've been part of my busiest stream for Jingle Jam. So yeah, and thanks. And I might play Visage, maybe. Maybe Visage can be 150. But anyway, I am gonna get back to the game, I think, because I keep getting distracted. I'd like to see that. Let me close a few tabs that I opened that little mini rant. As you can see, I get distracted a lot. But hope you enjoyed. I will see you if you come back in, or I will see you on Hetty's stream when I get a chance to pop in. Right. Let's carry on. So we went to that is creepy. Alexa, stop. What is going on? I don't know what's going on. Just as Nacho leaves, Love Live starts playing. I haven't even touched anything gets to do with my Spotify. What in a world? Okay. That threw me off a bit. Right. It started playing again. Alexa, stop. Alexa, return to home screen. I don't know why that happened. What in the world? Okay. Right. Back to a game before something else weird happens. I don't even have Spotify open on anything. Okay. Stop getting distracted. Whew. I have plenty of time to kill, and also plenty of restless energy. I decided to go for a walk up Mount Victoria, just to give myself something to do. I take a long way up this time, instead of taking a bunch of shortcuts like usual. It winds through neighbourhoods and back again, with only the occasional car passing by on the street. Compared to some of the other cities that I've been to lately, the air here is a lot clearer, and the smell of nature shines through. It can't compare to being out in the wild for real, of course, but it's nice not to be choking on exhaust fumes everywhere I go. The houses are weird though. Many of them sit up on tall legs, like giant bugs with windows for eyes. More people seem to be coming down the mountain than going up it. Lots of them zip past on bikes or skateboards, whilst others are jogging or just walking.
This path is longer than I thought.
Hey Titan! God, it's a busy stream. We're having a very busy day today. I was lurking in Julia's stream. Ah yeah, Julia raided earlier. We've had 2 raids, Julia and Hetty, so far. It's been an interesting one. Between me thinking this game has turned into a horror game, to me and Julia talking about tea, to my Spotify randomly playing music just after I finished talking about the exact music. It's been an interesting one. But welcome. It was very chill until things started going weird, and I've just sort of been rolling with it. We've been trying to make it chill again, sharing some love to other fundraisers, and apparently getting the love shared back to us, and just having fun. Replaying this game. Christmas tradition. I'm going to carry on before I get sidetracked again. I get sidetracked like every 5 minutes. So let's try our best. Let's try and get through this chapter. About halfway up or so, there's a wooden bench just off the sidewalk. It's occupied by a man with dark hair and big sunglasses. As I'm about to pass by, he waves.
Well, hello, miss. Nice evening for a walk, eh?
Huh? Is he talking to me? He must be, because there's no one else nearby. Chatting's usually not my thing, but for a moment I appreciate the distraction.
It sure is. I'm glad glad the rain's gone.
Oh, for now, yeah. It's never gone for long, though, is it?
It's kind of weird. I forgot about him.
So, I'm new here. I didn't even think it would rain since it was so sunny the day before.
Miho's never been to a UK event.
Oh, you've got to watch out for that around here. Mother Nature's real fickle these days.
And I'm always happy to have lurkers as well. Lurkers make up a lot of a good side of Twitch, I find. I'm a lurker in a lot of streams. Loving this guy's voice. It's such a weird voice. He's working for that paycheck. Oh, I'll be 1 second. Yeah, he's working for that paycheck.
1 minute you're on the pier, enjoying the sunshine. Next minute, whoosh!
He makes a whoosh sound with his breath and a wavy motion with his hand.
Storm clouds, as far as the eye can see. That's just Welly for you, though. You live with the sunshine and the clouds. Where are you from, then? Guessing you're not a Kiwi?
Nah, I'm a fox, not a bird.
The man laughs, a deep belly laugh. Like usual, I'm not sure what I said was funny.
Not like that. Although those little guys are cute. A Kiwi is a word for us New Zealanders in general.
So it's a bird, a fruit, and people.
These voice actors, the whole game has some great voice actors, great music, great art.
You've got it.
I'm not going to start off
All
again.
three are delightful.
You'll set me off again.
Anyway, welcome to Wellington. I hope you're enjoying your time here in our little city.
So far I am. I made my den here on the mountain. I've gotten coffee a few times, and I went to the library.
I conveniently leave out my plans for next time I'm in the library.
Well, I can't say that's the usual tourist experience, but I'm happy to hear that it's working out for you. Staying long?
Probably. I decided to come live here, but I'm still getting to know the place. So, maybe I'll change my mind.
A true free spirit, eh? I felt the same way when I first got here, long time ago. Didn't think I'd settle down for life, but here I am now. Lived more years here than everywhere else in my life.
It can't be that long. You don't look very old for a human.
No? Well, that's my ego boost for the day. You don't look very old for a fox either, but I imagine you've got a good head start on me.
He reminds me of James from Pokemon.
That's true. I don't really keep track or think about it, though.
A voice, that is. He laughs again.
Can't say I blame you there. I think 100 years, give or take a little on either side, is enough for me. And I'm only halfway there, so I've got plenty more to look forward to.
He stands up, but has to do it slowly.
And sometimes I'm reminded of how many I've got under my belt already. Thank you for the chat, miss. I better get back to the water now and make sure Young Min hasn't fallen into the ocean or anything. It's been a real pleasure talking with you, though. I hope you'll give our fair town a shot.
Thanks. It was nice talking to you, too.
And I mean that for once. He waves goodbye as he heads down some more steps, some stone steps, and I keep heading upwards. I've never really thought about my age compared to humans. Humans don't matter to my lifestyle. I wasn't lying when I said I don't know how old I am. It's never been important. Places, relationships, memories. They just tie people down. I want to be everywhere. When I reach the top of a mountain, take a deep breath of the crisp fresh air. Wind blows my hair in every direction, and I can't keep it out of my face. The wind is wild and goes where it wants. It doesn't answer to anyone. That's how I live my life too. A free spirit. That's what the man called me. And I like the sound of it. I can see the smudges of a few people down by the beach and on the pier. Is one of them the man I just met? There's no way to know. From up here, they're just tiny little blips, impossible to tell apart from each other. Once I've had my fill of a view, it's time to get on the way again. I turn my back on the people and start making my way down once more. We're going back to the library to steal the painting. When the moon is high in the sky, I decide it's time. This is a perfect night for me. There's not much wind, meaning I'll be able to hear or smell anyone approaching. It's a little cloudy too, which gives me some cover from the moonlight. I make my way up to a library, stopping as soon as I'm within sight of it. I find a shadowy place to hide and watch the front for a few minutes. Like I hoped, nobody comes in or out. All the windows are dark too. So, I slowly creep towards the entrance, ready to transform and flee if I have to. Nothing happens. No one tries to stop me. I peek into one of the windows. It's dark inside, and I can't see anyone at all. Perfect. I move around back side of the building and check those windows too. Same thing. It's dark and empty.
This is gonna be too easy.
Back at the front door, I pick the lock and slip inside. I sneak from room to room, revisiting the items I memorized from yesterday. They're not expensive or fancy enough to think of them as treasures. I end up leaving a lot of them alone, since I don't want to carry too much with me. The rest goes into my coat pockets. And finally, I end up back at the painting in the corner, the piece that started this whole plan. I have to set a couple things down on the floor, because the painting needs both hands for me to lift it. It's heavier than it looks, though not very big. That's probably a good sign for how much it'll be worth. I have to jiggle it a few times. Hey, Tom. You've missed a very busy stream. It's been very busy. I've raised £80 for charity. Had 2 raids. It's calmed down a bit now. I had 2 raids. One from one of the streamers I streamed with yesterday. Another from a random streamer, which was great. And it was very wholesome. I started to head back for the front door. For the front door when I came in. Where I came in. Yeah, I can't talk now. And I've been going off on tons of... I've been getting sidetracked all the time. As well. So I'm going to try my best not to get sidetracked and play again. Before I get there, light floods the room. My heart starts to race as I immediately prepare to run. A quick glance over my shoulder shows a woman from last night, standing at the top of the stairs. Her eyes are glowing blue with anger. She takes a step forward, not seeming to touch the stairs.
Leave that painting alone!
I've got to get out of that. Fast. When I say we raised 80, we've raised 45. Because 35 was me buying a bundle. So £45 we've raised. But in total, 80. Throwing caution to the wind, I clutch my spoils tight and charge for a door, trying to make myself as small a target as possible. The painting is too big for me to transform and still hold on to it, so I've got to do this with on 2 legs.
Stop! Please!
I don't stop. Just like my arrival here, with the guards at the skyport, the thrill of being chased has already taken over. It's exciting and scary at the same time. But either way, spurs me to move faster. Poor Juliet. Using my shoulder, I crash through the front door into the night. I run as quickly as I can, keeping out for patches of slick mud or puddles of water. The path I take goes far past Mount Victoria and my den, ending up in a small residential area. I stash the painting under a parked car and then take my fox form and crawl under a house, upsetting a mean grey cat who was already hiding here. It makes a low growling sound, and I stare at it, desperately willing it to be silent before it gives away my position. I growl back as best as I can, and that seems to scare it into shutting up. I'm not sure if I was being followed or not, but I don't want to take any chances. I clicked the wrong thing. After 10 minutes or so, I climb out, pick up my loot, and sneak back towards my den. Now that the excitement has worn off, I just can't keep a smile off my face. Like me earlier, when that raid came through. Now that the excitement has worn off, I can't keep a smile off my face. There's nothing more satisfying than pulling off a heist. Even one as easy as this. Other thieves I've heard about must have it rough. Having to stake out a place for a long time, trying really hard not to get caught, and making sure not to be seen. I've never done much planning, I just do whatever feels right. My ability to transform makes it pretty hard to catch me. Although, I have had to leave behind the stuff I was taking once or twice. And honestly, it would get boring if I never got caught and had to run. My good mood lasts me all the way home, and then disappears completely when I see who's waiting for me. The woman in white. She stands just outside my den, looking like she doesn't care at all about the cold or the mud. In fact, her perfect clothes don't seem to get dirty at all. With her back turned to me, she's staring up at the moon, but she faces me as I approach. She has that same calm presence as when I first saw her. I can see a mournful look in her eyes, which have gone back to brown instead of a furious blue. My heart quickens, almost suffocatingly, as she watches me intently. I know how quickly calm can turn into anger. I should run, but I can't look away.
How did you find me here? Before I even got back?
A friend of mine told me you might be found here.
Her voice is soft and warm, unlike the way she shouted back at the library.
A friend.
But who? I wasn't followed. I'm sure of that much. With the shock of being found wearing off, the realization I'll need to find a new place to stay sets in. After all that work, too.
I apologize for showing up uninvited. I'm here to ask that you please return that painting to me. You may keep the frame if you like, but the painting itself is very dear to me.
I look down at the portrait. I've been carrying it for a while now, but I haven't given the picture itself much thought. It's a beautiful painting, clearly very old. The girl shown in it is wearing a long flowing dress, looking down with a small smile.
And also...
She breathes out slowly, and my eyes narrow. It's a sound people make when they're acting calm, but they're angry.
Should you want it, I have an extra room available in my library, with a soft bed and a warm meal. You may stay as long as you wish.
Huh?
Oh yeah, if you can still hear me, Tom. I've been having a creepy time as well. I was talking to someone about some music, and then just as I left to get food and stuff, the music started playing. It was very weird. Just started playing on my Amazon thing. Okay, now I know this must be a trap. There's no way. Although, it's the same thing she asked me last night, before I broke in. I'm sure she doesn't remember that.
Why?
Because I have more beds than I could possibly fill, and more food than I could eat. If there is someone who wants or needs them, is it not appropriate to share these with them?
Is it?
She looks at me again, the same expression as it was at the library. Well, her offer does sound kind of tempting.
I guess it's not like my place is as nice as yours.
Not anymore, at least. Not after it rained and made half of it mud. I look down at the painting again. If I sold it, it was just going to be so I could buy the same thing she's offering me. I still don't trust her. I've watched people enough to know better than that. There must be something she wants. But I don't think she wants to hurt me. She knows I don't have anything worth stealing. If she did try to pull something, I could just run away. It's only one night. I can come back and try again, or find some place else to take from. I look down to a burrow past where she's standing. It looks less a den and more a pile of mud. The thought of sleeping there again practically makes a decision for me.
Fine, I'll take it.
She breathes out slowly again and smiles. Maybe that sound doesn't mean she's angry.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear. I should introduce myself properly. My name is Juliet. May I ask what yours is?
Sorry, 1 second, I've just got a notification. Someone was asking about donating to a specific charity, so I thought I'd give them a point in the right direction. Right.
Miho.
I've had to introduce myself twice in a day now. That has to be a new record.
Well, Miho, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's return to the library. I can carry the painting if you'd like, or you may hold on to it until we get there.
I shrug.
Here, feel free.
Miho looks so, like, angry. Just so pissed off. She receives it very gently, and I quickly fall in beside her as we begin to walk back. To my relief, she doesn't try to make any conversation. Instead, she silently cradles the painting as we go. When we get back to the library, the lights are off, and the door is still unlocked. After setting the painting down on the desk, Juliet gestures towards the stairs.
It's on the second floor.
I follow her again until she stops me at one of the closed doors. She unlocks it and lets me in. The room is simple and cozy, with a couple dressers, a table, and a bed. Over the bed there's a boxy window with a wide sill, big enough to sit on. On the table there's a cheese sandwich and a few apple slices, plus some cake. There's also a pitcher of water.
I hope the food is to your liking. 2 rooms down the hall from here, you'll find a refrigerator, and you may help yourself to anything in there.
Well, thank you.
My study
But
is
why?
just past that. If you need anything, don't hesitate to come find me. Is there anything more I can bring for you?
I shake my head, still in disbelief. What am I even supposed to say in a situation like this? I just stole from her and now I have both a bed and food in return. As if to answer my confusion, she gives a calm smile. It doesn't help.
Then I'll leave you to it. We can speak again in the morning. Good night, Miho.
The door shuts behind her. I expect to hear Juliet lock it, but when I try the knob after giving her a few moments, the door opens quietly into a dark hall. Juliet's nowhere to be seen. I pull the door back shut behind me and inspect the room, looking for any hidden threats. I also check food, smelling it to make sure there's no poison. If there is, I can't smell it, so I dig in instead.
Whoa. This is really good.
There's 3 kinds of cheese in the sandwich, which is 2 more kinds than I knew existed. The bread is soft and buttery, and when I take a bite of the apple, juice rolls down my chin. The water I wash it down with tastes better than any water from the stream by my den. When I'm done eating, I climb into bed, still feeling overwhelmed, more specifically, not knowing how to feel. One second. I'm just helping someone with that thing. I've replied to a message and I'm like, I kind of want to finish helping them. There we go. close the things that I don't need, and back to a game before I get distracted again. Let's carry on. Part of me fears I've made some gigantic mistake, and that I'll wake up in danger, if I ever wake up at all. Trusting my instincts has kept me alive on multiple occasions, and for hundreds of years. Well, enough that I've lost count how many. But something tells me I don't have to fear anything from a woman, who I can only assume is my host and owner of this place. So, with that in mind, I pull the blankets up to my chin and adjust the luxurious pillows beneath my head. Who knows? Maybe the morning will bring trouble with it. But right now, just sleeping sounds alright. I wake up to sounds of birds chirping loudly outside. Blinking wearily, I prop myself up and look toward the warm sunlight beaming through a window. The sheets under my hand feel soft and dry. My hand goes to my neck, taking in the smooth familiarity of my necklace.
It's still here.
If someone was going to rob me, that's the only valuable thing I have. I sit up and look around. It doesn't look like anyone came in here while I was asleep. Maybe I really am safe here. I wonder if Juliet's friend was the scent I noticed outside my den on the first morning. I don't know how else she could have found me, or how they did it without waking me up. If it happened before, it could happen again, as much as I hate to admit it. So I check around the room very thoroughly, but still don't notice anything different from when I went to bed.
Maybe it's not a trick.
I'm just going to quick save. My Amazon thing is glitching out. I don't know what's going on with it. All my past experiences have told me there has to be a catch. Nothing is free. Nothing. But no matter how hard I try, I can't figure out what it would be. Could Juliet really have been telling the truth? It just seems so unlikely. It'd be nice if it was true. But if it wasn't, if I let myself believe only to be wrong in the end, then that would hurt even more, wouldn't it? No. Better not to take a risk. After all, I've lived a lot of years this way. It's not like I hate it. Making my mind up helps me feel better right away too. It just makes more sense. Even if I tried to stay, I don't think I'd ever stop worrying. This way, I'll know for sure that I'm in charge of my own destiny. Now that I know this room is unoccupied, I might be able to sneak back in sometimes when I need a place to stay. It wouldn't be too hard to climb one of the trees and get to a window from here. I take one last look around. For just a night, it was a nice what if. And I head down the stairs and out the door, without speaking a word to anyone. It's another nice day, the same as when I first arrived in Wellington. Warm sun, blue skies, with just a hint of clouds. For a while I meander around town, eating the last of my pastries from a convenience store hall for breakfast. Today feels like another restart. I have no den, no supplies, no anything. It's less exciting now than it was when I first arrived. I don't have a destination in mind, but I eventually end up at the waterfront. There's an airship over a bay, descending closer towards the skyport. A couple kids down on a beach wave up at it, seeming excited. People arriving on that ship all have somewhere that they're planning to go when they get off here. They've all got people waiting to see them. What have I got? Some trash and an old scroll. So far, Wellington's given me nothing but questions. And that never bothered me before, in any of the other cities I've been to. So why now? Guess that's another question for a pile. I push myself off the railing and head back into town. I go through emotions of scouting for somewhere to rebuild my den, but my heart isn't in it. After wandering a while, I end up at the Bell House once again. It's just a place to go. I go when I have nowhere else to go. There are more customers than usual, so there are 2 people working behind the counter. It only takes a brief glance to notice one of them is Aspen. Aspen. I wonder if she'll think I like a fairy kiss chiller again. Or maybe I'll make a different sort of first impression today. The line moves pretty quickly, and it helps that Aspen doesn't spill anything this time. Poor Aspen. When it's my turn to order, I step up to a counter with a fake smile.
Oh, hello. What can I make for you today? I'll have a fairy kiss chiller, please. Certainly. Good choice.
I reach for my wallet to pay, but she stops me.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's on the house today. Great! What does that mean? It means that you don't have to pay for it. As an apology for yesterday.
Yesterday? Why does that sound so strange? I nearly miss her talking, my mind having tripped over a word. She reaches for a cup, pen already in her hand.
And that's for Miho, right? For Miho?
My name? I don't know what's happening with my Amazon thing. She remembers my name? My heart begins to race wildly, my body reacting just as strongly as my mind. Aspen frowns, clearly noticing something's off. My head's in too much of a daze to deal with it now.
It is Miho, right?
She checks a notebook on the counter, brow furrowingly deeply, as her finger slowly moves down the page and taps on one of the lines. What do I say? How do I explain? That for the first time in my life, for the first time in hundreds of years, someone remembered my name. It's not supposed to be like this. I'm supposed to be forgotten. Every time, without fail. It's my armor. It's my life. I step backwards. I have to run. I have to get out of here. I have to get away. But where to? I've been running, running, running. And I don't have anywhere else to run to. But I don't have any other choice. Without a plan or destination, I turn on my heel and bolt outside, not daring to look back. Everything is wrong. I have to go.
Miho!
She calls my name again as I disappear into a street. It's not the first time I've heard that as I fled. But never like this. Never with such a confused, worried tone. Feeling sick to my stomach, I push myself to run even faster. Maybe I should just leave this whole city, get on the next airship out of here, and act like it never happened. I could go somewhere else, back to China, or America or anywhere and start again. Within days, it'd be like I'd never even came to Wellington. My life would go back to normal, and eventually, I'm sure Aspen and Juliet would forget me, just like they're supposed to. Nothing would be different, except that's not quite true. I wouldn't forget everything that happened here, even if everyone else did. No matter what, I'm sure I won't ever be able to get past these past few days out of my mind. When I get to Mount Victoria, I finally stop running. Not because this place is special or because I wanted to come here, but because I don't know where else I'd go. I make my way up to the top of a mountain, just like I did on my first day. A view which I admired so much last time doesn't do much for me now. Instead, the city looks cluttered and confused from up here. My chest hurts from running so long. I'm much more used to quick bursts of sprinting to get away from something or someone. I guess that's still what I'm trying to do right now. But I'm not sure what it is I'm running from. Whenever something goes wrong, did I skip a line? No. Whenever something goes wrong, my first instinct is to flee. Aspen remembering me definitely counts as something wrong, but when I stop to think about why, some of the reasons are obvious. Mostly, what if it's not just Aspen? What if everyone can remember me now? Or even worse, what if people who forgot about me a long time ago start to remember me? Both could get me in lots of trouble. My days as a thief would probably be over. There are some places where I could never show my face again. The smart thing to do is leave. I can see a couple airships at the skyport right now. I have everything with me. I could just go. There's nothing keeping me here. And yet, I don't move. I still don't even know what it is I'd be running away from. From Aspen? Wellington? When I think about it, I have to admit that running wouldn't get me anywhere. This worry, these questions would follow me wherever I go. No matter how far and no matter how long. So then, what do I do? The only answer I can think of is the scariest one. The one that goes against everything I've ever learned. Closing my eyes, I picture the library and Juliet's offer. I picture Aspen, whom I barely know, but who's already changed my life. Maybe I should stay and try to find out more. Maybe, just maybe, being remembered might not be all that bad. I clench my fists so tightly that my knuckles turn white. The urge to turn tail and head for a skyport is so strong. It's almost like a magnet pulling me there. I resist it though. Slowly, I walk back down the mountain, making my way to the library. I'm not sure what to say when I get there, explain everything to Juliet and hope she'll let me stay in that room again. I don't even need a room. I could rebuild my den and hide out there. Maybe in a new spot, one that Juliet doesn't know about. Not having to worry about the weather or of animals would be nice though. There's no telling if Juliet will remember me too. If not, it might be easier to pretend this is my first time visiting. Just ask if there's anywhere I could stay. Even though I'm not moving very fast, I still don't feel ready for this conversation by the time I get there. It's only been an hour or so since I left the bar house, so it's not too late late enough for the library to be closed. The usual stream of people flows in and out the doors.
Okay, I can do this.
I stand off to the side of the entrance, preparing myself as people pass to and fro. My heart is racing the same way it does during a tense break-in, maybe even harder. My tail twitches back and forth. Usually I don't notice, but right now I'm super aware of everything about myself. Fighting off my instincts, I open the door and let myself inside. I'd been expecting to have to look for Juliet, but instead she's right by the entrance. What surprises me, however, is a woman leaning against a large desk beside her. Aspen, who's now engaged in conversation, with a deep look of concern on her face.
Wasn't there when I checked the bedroom. I wish she would have spoken to me first, at least.
I barely catch the end of Juliet's sentence. She notices me only moments after I spot her. And for a second, her mouth forms a perfect O for surprise.
Juliet? What are you...
1 second, I need a drink. That was too much talking in one go. Oh, I'm going to give it a quick break. Well, I just quickly sort a few more things, and then we can carry on with the game. I'm just going to let my voice chill a little. Right. Oh, it's D&D tonight. I forgot about that. High roll was D&D. There we go. What was I actually checking? This. Right. Let's carry on. Right. I just realised I'm not following someone that I thought I was. Oh well. Right. Let's carry on. I'm getting distracted. I need to switch back to a page. Yeah. Cool. Aspen turns around to follow Juliet's gaze, her eyes opening wide at the sight of me.
Miho!
My brain goes blank, rehearsed lines flying out of my head.
Hey there.
I slink over to where they're standing, hands in my pockets, unsure of what I should say first.
It's nice to see you again, Miho. I was hoping that you'd return.
I've got hiccups now. Just suddenly started hiccuping.
Me too. That was pretty sudden. I worked extra hard on that drink for you, you know.
I freeze up, looking for words. Aspen's expression softens in concern.
Miho?
Alright, the drink. I'm sorry.
I ended up drinking it myself, so I suppose I can't complain too much.
She laughs, and I can't stop myself from blurting out my next words.
You seem different.
I'm sorry?
Like, less polite.
Wow.
Well, I'm not at work anymore, am I?
What am I even saying? What was I planning on saying again?
Will you be staying for a while, Miho? If so, we can continue this conversation in the dining room. It's a bit more private there.
Juliet takes charge of conversation effortlessly. I accidentally sigh in relief.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great. I'm not gonna run away again.
I'm glad to hear that. Right this way, then.
Juliet leads the way down the hall and into one of the locked rooms. We enter a cosy little room with a table and a few chairs, as well as a fridge. The three of us sit down, although I move my chair so I'm not so close to the others.
Can I get you anything to eat or drink, Miho?
I shake my head. I'm hungry, but I'm way too nervous to eat. Juliet smiles in response to my answer, which came just a little too quickly to sound natural. Yeah? I don't know. I think I read that one. By the way, both she and Aspen are looking at me. I can tell they're expecting me to say something first. None of the words that I planned are coming back to me. What do people even say in a situation like this? The temptation to run away is overwhelming. The door is just a few feet behind me. My knuckles whiten as I tightly clench my fists in my lap, pushing myself to resist the edge. I told myself I'm going to take this chance. Even if it's the hardest thing I've ever done, I'm going to be honest with her.
Well...
I struggle to think of what to say. Juliet waits patiently, her eyes gazing coolly in my direction, more than directly at mine. Aspen grows restless, however, her expression clouded with concern.
Sorry. I don't know how to just say things. I've only ever copied other people's, so I...
Aspen's expression clears up in some sort of understanding.
It's okay, Miho. Take your time.
So I... don't really know how to... talk like this.
You're doing just fine.
If you say so. It's not just talking either. I don't know much about anything. Well, anything human. All I really know about is being a fox. And all we foxes care about is how to survive. It might be hard to believe, but I'm not a normal fox either. There's something kinda special about me. Kinda different.
I finger the beads around my neck. Her constant warmth and presence is reassuring. I avoid looking at either Aspen or Juliet's face. What else?
Usually, I have to steal to get by. I don't just have to, I like to. I'm good at it too. That's how I ended up meeting Juliet. And the reason I'm so good at it is because I don't know why it happens, but ever since I got my human form, everyone forgets me. Even the people who catch me stealing from them. After a day or two, I can walk right past their face and they wouldn't even recognize me. No one has ever recognized me. Until Aspen remembered who I was at the Bell House. It was such a shock that I ran away. That's what I always do. I was thinking about leaving Wellington forever, even though I just arrived a couple days ago. I'm still kind of tempted. But instead, I came back here. And that's it.
Just hearing the words come out of my mouth makes me want to die of embarrassment. Mood. That's a mood and a half. It makes me uncomfortable when other people think about me. That's also a mood. It feels like a weight has come off my shoulders. There's no going back now. That's a relief in its own way.
So you're saying that you've never ever had a family? Or a friend?
Nope, never. And not since I stopped being a regular fox, at least.
Oh. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Why?
Well, because that's... not to be rude, but that sounds rather lonely to me.
Lonely, huh? I've never thought about it before.
I see.
Aspen sits back, still looking concerned. From the way she keeps fidgeting, I get the impression she wants to say more but is holding back. Juliet swoops in to salvage the situation.
You have been very brave to stay here, Miho. I'm personally glad that you decided to come back to the library. I had your room prepared in hopes that you would. You're welcome to use it for as long as you'd like. I think that we could become great friends.
Friends.
Just realised, is Aspen taller than her, or is it just a way the avatars work? I roll a word around in my mind as if it was a strange food I'm gingerly trying. Is that a word that fits me? Is that something I could have? It's never seemed like a possibility before. None of what Juliet's offered me has. Right now, it feels I'm standing on the end of one path, and the beginning of another. I could turn around and go back to where I came, back to a den, and a life spent alone. I know that world. I've lived in it for so many years. But I just can't go back now. Not now. Not when there could be something more. Something new. Everything could be different if I just let it. When I look at Aspen and Juliet, I can tell what I really hope it might say.
I think I'd like that.
Big smiles take over both their faces. Slowly, I let myself smile too.
Well then, Miho. Welcome home.
Chapter 1 complete. Now, I could keep streaming. And part of me wants to. But also I need to make sure that I don't burn myself out. So I am going to find someone to raid. I have a pretty good idea of who I'm gonna raid. Yep, but it's still alive. So what I'm gonna do is, I think tomorrow. Originally I was gonna feature Lofty as my streamer of the day. But I think maybe I'll think of this tonight. I might spend some time playing chapter 2 of this game. So it'd be about 5 hours. I think Lofty's stream is... Oh, let me check. I need to find the thing quickly. Lofty streams at 7, so that would be perfect. If I start at 1 o'clock, I can do a full chapter just in time for Lofty's stream, which I think I will do. I just want to say, once again, a massive, massive thank you to both Mixtayo and Hetty J for coming in and donating. Between the two of them, £45 in total, getting us to the highest I've ever raised for Jingle Jam, whole £80. So thank you, and thank you also to Hetty and Julia, who both raided. It's been amazing, so thank you so much for that. Let me get the raid sorted. Ow. So thank you, and I hope you all join me for my next stream as well. Thank you, and good night.